The views and opinions expressed on the following program are not necessarily those of the staff and management of Salem Media of Hawaii.
Welcome to Generations Radio, where the focus is on our seniors and their families. We are here each Saturday afternoon from 5 until 6 p.m., bringing you resourceful information with our radio team of professionals in the field of aging. Stay with us for the next 1 hour as we explore different ways to make life more exciting and meaningful for our extraordinary seniors. Right here on AM 690 The Answer. And now, here is our host and the publisher of Generations Magazine, Percy Ihara.
And welcome to Generations Radio. We're here every Saturday and Sunday, as you know, from Saturdays from 5 to 6 and Sundays from 3 to 4 here on AM 690 The Answer. So as you guys know, we have a co-host for 2017. We actually started last year. So Melissa Mansfield, how are you, Melissa?
I'm wonderful. How's your new year so far?
Oh, it's hectic.
It's busy.
Yeah, 17 is going to be busier than 16, I think.
I know.
But I need to take a vacation. So remind me, I need to take 2 vacations of at least a week each. Because
Reduce your stress.
Last year I only took 4 days off in a row in January of 2016. I got sick the last week of 2016, so not again. So
you got burned out.
Yeah, so I know we're both going to be going away in March for the American Society on Aging in Chicago. Well, you are.
I am, yes.
I'm going to sunny Arizona for spring big baseball. But anyway, we always talk about aging on this show, as Melissa, as your study as a gerontologist, right?
Yes.
And can I ask what you do to stay healthy, by the way?
Well, I work out 4 times a week. I drink a lot of water. I do take a little supplements, but I mean, it's more like calcium. I started taking vitamin D just because I'm not out in the sun at all. And other than that, I really don't take a lot. I just try to eat right, get a lot of sleep. I do like my 8 hours of sleep. My husband makes fun of me. 8 hours? I have to have 8 hours.
You're a professional and a business professional. You get 8 hours, really?
I do. I have to because it helps me stay. It helps me stay awake and alert.
And not grouchy.
Not grouchy. Nobody wants a grouchy woman.
Tell your husband that. That makes you grouchy. But anyway, yeah, I take a little bit of supplements, but I'm always interested in supplements. I've tried many, many things. I'll be honest with you. And some I like, some I don't. But anyway, so that's why this show. Last week we talked about homeopathic products, I guess you can say, or homeopathy.
Yes.
And this week we have very interesting guests, and actually both are from the mainland, but they're probably not. I'm sure they know a lot more than us. We have Mr. Steve Katz from Quality of Life.
Good afternoon.
Steve, now that's the name of the company's Quality of Life?
Quality of Life, correct.
Oh, good. Well, that's perfect because that's what we preach. In fact, I was talking to somebody on the mainland just yesterday morning and talking about we're doing some workshops and how my thing is just about quality of life. Whether it's legally, financially, healthcare, exercising, it all comes down to your quality of life. And as you know, I work with a lot of seniors. Correct. So I always ask them, how is their quality of life? So thank you very much. Now, Steve, you're based out of the mainland, Chicago and Las Vegas?
And New York is where
New York.
That's where the main headquarters is.
And so give us a real quick background on Quality of Life.
Okay. The company has been in business for a little under 20 years. We're owned by a subsidiary called Maypro Industries out of New York, who we're celebrating their 40th year in the raw ingredient business. And Quality of Life came into the picture a little under 20 years ago, and we supply supplements not only to all the retail outlets in the United States, but also we do have a line of doctor products as well. And so anytime you go into stores like Down to Earth, you can find the Quality of Life products there.
Oh, good. But you said it's something very interesting. I know you mentioned earlier that you supply doctor products as well.
Correct.
What do you mean by that?
It's more or less pretty much the same ingredient products, same products that we sell at the retail level, but we package it a little bit different for the professional line.
And it's not prescribed medicine, right? Just
Correct.
over the counter?
It's over the counter. It's all 100% natural.
Well, Down to Earth is one of my favorite stores. And actually, that's the first place I started looking at about, I would say, 5-6 years ago. We had them on the cover with a local doctor called Dr. Shintani.
Correct.
And I got to know them, and we did a photo shoot inside of Down to Earth on King Street.
Sure.
Like we distribute our magazine in front of Down to Earth King Street, by the way. And that's when I really started thinking about, yeah, man, this is some great stuff. It's a lot of it's organic. and a lot of it's going to keep me around because I have a young son, as people may know. So I need to stay healthy.
Absolutely.
And I'm glad you brought an expert in the field. Not that you're not, but an expert from Japan, because I've been hearing a lot. I mean, I've tried a lot of products from Japan. The Phyton product, the Kangen product, the Komodo water, which I'm going to check out. But Kohei Honma from Japan, and you're actually from Sapporo. Okay,
Yeah.
but you speak pretty good English. You must travel a lot. Kohei,
Right. I used to work in the University of Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Yeah, medical center.
Oh, wow.
I was a faculty there teaching biochemistry to medical student.
Biochemistry.
Just before joining this company.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, Kohei, give us our listeners a background because, you're are you the scientist or the?
I am the scientist.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
great.
I was
So-
an academic scientist there.
And so, give us your backgrounds. You grew up in Sapporo.
Yeah, I was born in Sapporo and I graduated from University of Tokyo and got a PhD there. And right after a PhD, I went to the United States mainland.
Oh, and
To
so,
yes.
we just you follow Japanese baseball.
Yes, yes.
Just
exactly.
off the topic, because this past Monday, you ever heard of that famous baseball pitcher Shota Takeda?
Shota Takeda?
He plays for SoftBank. He's a Major League All-Star. He's a All-Star pitcher from Japan. But he
Okay.
was in Hawaii just this week, and he was teaching my son how to throw the pitch baseball. Because my son's only
is that
12, and
right?
Shota is 23 years old. But amazing, one of the best curveballs I've ever seen. Not to talk about other products, but anyway. So give us a background of what exactly do you do for the products that you kind of manufacture.
Yes. I'm now working as a senior R&D manager at a company called Amino Up.
Amino Up, okay.
Yes, Amino Up is based in Sapporo, Japan, and we're the manufacturer of dietary supplement ingredients. Yes, what we do very uniquely is our ingredients are not commodity, not common ingredients, not known at all. But what we do is we invent and create from scratch, which is really beneficial for human health.
And in Japan, do you distribute this product in Japan? Is that where you started the product in Japan, or was it in the US?
Exactly. The company has been running for 30 years, and a top ingredients has been already in the United States for a long time.
And because that's the first I've heard about it, but I know in Japan, Japan leads the world in aging, right? Something like 30% are over 60, 65 years old. Is that correct?
That's right. It's actually even more.
Even more.
Wow.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So, the ingredient you were talking about, what is the ingredient?
Right. I would like to talk about two different ingredients today.
Okay.
One is about AHCC. It's the four letters.
AHCC. And what does that stand for?
It's active hexose correlated compound, but the name doesn't mean anything.
Not you're right.
Right.
AHCC. Okay.
Right. ACC is a mushroom-based immune ingredient that is really beneficial to turn on our immunity in our body.
So a mushroom. So any mushroom?
It's a special species of shiitake mushroom.
Oh, shiitake mushroom.
Right.
Okay. How many species are there for shiitake mushrooms?
It's shiitake word is very complicated.
Yeah.
Even it's called shiitake mushroom. I heard there are like a dozens of different species.
Wow. So what makes this shiitake mushroom so special?
Well, when we developed ACC, it was 30 years ago in the collaboration with University of Tokyo. The doctors screened hundreds of different subspecies of medicinal mushrooms in terms of immune modulation, right? And doctor identified the very best one out of hundreds of species, and that species has been used to manufacture ACC.
So you said for immune. So is it this shiitake mushroom for your immune system?
That's right. We have immunity is actually everything to protect our body against many risk factors. Yeah, many
Right.
infectious diseases like bacterial infection, viral infection, toxins, or abnormal cells we generate every day. Right? And ACC can turn on our immunity in our body, we have a very good mechanism, natural defense mechanism in our body, that we have an immune switch located in small intestine in our gut.
Immune switch.
Immune switch.
Oh.
Yes, and ACC, when you take ACC as a capsule or by drink, it goes past through your stomach and eventually pass to the small intestine, where those immune switches are. And ACC, the active components of ACC can effectively touch and turn on those immunity.
So I thought you always had immunity.
Right.
So that comes on and that turns on and off like around a certain time of the month or so kind of explain that. What do you mean the switch that turns it on?
Right. Immunity is actually really just basic natural defense mechanism we have in our body. But immunity can be compromised very easily. Yeah, when you have too much stress, when you're having less sleep, and when your life cycle is messed up,
right,
your immunity goes down.
I see. And so by taking this allows it kind of works with your natural immunity?
Right, maintain properly good working immunity.
Okay.
So I understand the research that has been published many times in the U.S. journals, scientific journals.
Right, many U.S. or world-based scientific journals. Just on AHCC ingredient, we have more than 100 publications on scientific journals.
Okay, so let's say a lot of our listeners now are baby boomers, and I know they want to stay healthy because they see their parents aging, and even for our 70 plus category, how would we look at this product AHCC, and what are the benefits that we would be able to get? Because if I'm interested in what might be my benefit as a 50-year-old versus a 70-year-old.
Right. Basically, comparing 50 years old and 70 years old, generally, elderly people, their immunity is compromised, and they have more risk, higher risk to get infected by many different diseases or infectious diseases.
Okay, and so for like a 50-year-old versus a 70-year-old, like, how does that help me? Do I get more energy, or do I it just basically helps with my immunity to diseases?
That's right. You can actually be more healthy first, because immunity can protect you more against those risk factors, infectious disease. Also, immunity can help you to prevent getting a serious disease or so on, generate those serious diseases.
And I know some of the hospitals that you did research, UC Davis, Yale, Harvard, MD Anderson Cancer Center, and University of Texas. Are you guys looking at it for like cancer, or is it any specific diseases?
Well, cancer or oncology field is one of the field ACC has been used mostly. That is because most cancer patients also, their immunity is mostly compromised, right? Mm-hmm. And they have higher risk of a recurrence of cancer when their immunity is compromised, or they have a higher risk of generating new cancer as well. Oh. So immunity is always a topic for everybody.
Well, Nobel laureate award was recently given for a lady that did the book about the telomeres. Are you familiar with that?
Yes, I am.
Can you remember? Did you tell me about that book?
I did tell you about that.
Okay,
I have to say there is an ad out that I think, or a commercial out, that you can send in your DNA or a blood sample to a company, and they will tell you what your telomeres say about you. Maybe your cells are aging too fast.
Really?
Yes. I will send you the link. It's $80. It was very interesting.
I'll tell you, technology. Kohei, you smart PhD guys. There's so many things. Now they can get sent in your dog's blood or something and find out exactly what kind of
breed
dog
it is.
Like my dog's we call it in Hawaii a poi dog. He's a mix of, I don't know, terrier, hound, pit bull. I don't know, but it's amazing technology, and that's what I love about listening to these kind of things. So for our lay people out there, I mean, I'm still kind of blurred about what kind of true benefits. Like, is it gonna make me? Is it gonna cure my back? Is it gonna help you stave off Alzheimer's? I mean, what kind of is it, or is it just general immunity?
Okay, I can probably talk about more those infectious diseases specifically.
Okay.
Like if I name those infectious diseases, you may be more familiar with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So first, many bacterial infection first. Yeah.
Yes.
They're like MRSA, MRSA. Are you familiar with?
MRSA?
Yeah.
Yes.
Not
So-
what is that one?
Go ahead. Well, it's an infection that a lot of times it occurs in the hospitals. And so is it a viral infection?
No, it's a bacteria. It's
a bacteria. Okay.
MRSA is MRSA. That stands for methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus.
Okay, got it. I've never remembered, but okay.
So Staphylococcus aureus is really very common a bacteria, but it got a resistant for the antibiotics. That is called MRSA. And when the bacteria got resistant to the antibiotics, that is a problem. And those hospitalized patients in hospital, their immunity is really weak. So they have a higher risk of getting infected by such a common bacteria. But as this is antibiotic resistant, the doctors cannot do anything. So that's why MRSA is a problematic.
What about the chronic diseases, maybe heart disease, lung infections, those type of chronic diseases that a lot of our seniors suffer from?
Right. For example, like a viral infection wise, we have a human clinical study. HCC was beneficial on hepatitis B, hepatitis C, chronic ones.
Right.
And by taking HCC for a few months, these people could, lower the viral load, which means they could reduce the number of those chronic hepatitis viruses.
Okay. I was reading, because I did some research on AHCC. I have to say that very slowly. And through this study, it seemed like there was a lot of significant difference with preventing anemia. Does it help with those type of diseases or those?
Anemia is more like the less level of red blood cell.
Okay.
Yes.
Does it increase the red blood cells?
Yes, we have some data on that part for blood chemistry.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's kind of side topic for AHCC.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. What about like anti-inflammatories? I know that a lot of times we're trying to eat healthy because we don't want, we're trying to reduce the inflammation within our bodies. Does the AHCC assist with that?
Exactly. We recently identified a responsible molecule, which is a new one, that has a very strong anti-inflammatory effect. So HCC is a very good anti-inflammatory ingredient.
Okay, that's good.
Anti-inflammatory?
Yes.
So, I didn't know that. I noticed here you see put here for elderly people, busy, stressed people. How does it affect stress? How does it help you with stress?
Right. HCC doesn't directly work on stress reduction, but when people are stressed out, their immunity goes down. It's again about immunity.
So it's like building a wall.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so you are going to give us samples, right, for me to take for the next year because I have stress.
Really?
On top of your vacations, you need to take this.
And I notice you have here children as well, Kohei. Can children take this as well?
Yeah, yes,
The same
it is.
product?
It's totally safe product, but it works on immunity and it can turn on the immune switch we have. So we recommend HCC generally for 4 years or older.
I know because you have a special now in Down to Earth. How long is the special going to go on for?
On the
okay.
other side.
So from today till February. I'm not dyslexic. February 15th at Down to Earth, they have a special on the AHC bottle here from Quality of Life. So yeah, I'm gonna check this thing out. I mean, I like I said, I deal with so much stress in my life and dealing not only with dealing with my son and my wife, but just in terms of general for work. But yeah, Kohei.
Yeah, Percy, can I add one more very important study I forgot to mention? That it's about HPV. It's a human papillomavirus.
HPV, human
Papillomavirus.
papilloma.
Yeah, papilloma. Are you familiar with that?
Yeah, well, a lot of women, of course, have to deal with this. Sometimes, yeah, there's a vaccine now for it, but my generation, there was none.
Correct.
So a lot of women have contracted this virus. So yeah.
It's only for women?
Not really.
Oh.
A man also get infected.
Oh.
Yes.
So majority women are
How do you
infected.
get that?
It's a sexual transmitted disease. Is
Yeah,
that
it's
correct?
very, very common infection. Most of us get infected in sometime in lifetime.
Yeah.
But the problem about HPV is that is related to cervical cancer. For example, in women, cervical cancer is one of the top three cancers in women worldwide. And it is known that 99% of cervical cancer is associated with HPV infection.
Really? Oh,
So how would AHCC combat that?
Right. So it's again about immunity. So HPV is virus, right? So viral infection, but not all the HPV infection cause cervical cancer, but there's like hundreds, 230 different types, strains of HPV existed in the world. There are like about 10 a high risk type of HPV are reported. Yeah. So when people are infected with such a high risk type of HPV for a long time, like a chronically, if I say chronically, which means more than 1 year, that is really the problem and higher risk to generate such a cervical cancer, for example. So we had a very good human clinical study, like recently 2 years ago, done at the MD Anderson Cancer Center, University of Texas. Dr. Judy Smith there tried AHCC on those women who had been positive with HPV infection over 1 year, right?
Yes.
Yeah, these women had been positive over 1 year, then they started taking AHCC, right? Within 3 months, half of them could eradicate HPV.
really?
Interesting.
So if you're tuning in just now and you're listening to this very highly technical but
skilled.
yet skilled, you're listening to Kohei Honma from the Amino Up chemical company in Japan, but actually it's a product that they created called AHCC and is distributed through Quality of Life here at Down to Earth, specifically Down to Earth. Is that correct?
Yes, and the Island Naturals on the other
Island
islands.
Naturals, on the Big
Yes,
Island.
on the Big Island as well.
And they went on Maui too?
And Mana Foods.
Oh, Mana Food.
Yes.
I was just at, I didn't get a chance to go there, but I saw that place. I think they were closed on Sunday, Island Naturals. But I was on the Big Island last weekend with my son's baseball tournament. But so I know people are going to be skeptic. They're going to, they said, Percy, last week's show was about homeopathic medicine and products, and this week we're talking about another product. But for me, when I was talking to Mike this morning on the radio show, I'm always worried about the downside. Are there any risk involved, or how safe is AHCC?
HCC is totally safe. We have done a safety study thoroughly from basic to animal to human clinical study, and HCC is shown to be very safe.
And does it affect if a senior is taking like 3 or 4 different medications? Will it interact at all, or because I know some medications, if you don't talk to your eye doctor, talk to your heart doctor, to your cancer doctor, sometimes those medications can interact not so good. So AHC is safe.
HCC is safe, and we also have done such a drug interaction study on HCC, and we have already identified how HCC is metabolized in our body, and that is published. So
is it on somebody's website, or is it on Quality of Life website?
Yes, you could read up on it on Quality of Life.
And what is? But I can ask real quick. What is your website address, Steve?
It's QOLLabs.com.
Okay, well, we'll get that out. Okay. And this show will be put on our Generations 808 website down the within about a month. we'll have it there for you. But so it's very safe, Kohei, but also the dosage itself. Is it a pill form? I guess it's a pill form. And how often you take it?
Soft gels, 300 milligram.
And how often you take that?
It recommends 2 to 6 soft gels daily before meals. And what I also liked, if I can read it because this print is kind of small, it doesn't have a lot of like ingredients. Normally my trainer says if it has like 3, then it's good. So it's not like the whole list of the ingredients.
Can you talk about that?
Well, we're talking about, let's see, HCRX. HCRX is a liquid form, very highly concentrated form of HCC. Our studies on HCC were anywhere from 1 gram, which is 1,000 milligrams, up to 6 grams, depending at what stage you're at with certain situations, issues that you have. Right. For example, a lot of cancer patients who have been on this product have been using it from day one and through their chemotherapy sessions, which we always recommend.
Okay. We're going to take a short break here. We're here with the quality of life people that you can get at Island Naturals and Down to Earth. But we're talking about healthy aging. And we have, I guess, Dr. Kohei Honma from Japan. So give us 5 minutes. We'll be right back after this short break. Thank you.
We will be right back with Percy Ihara from Generations Radio. If you have any questions or want to be part of our discussion, give us a call at 296-5467. That's 296-5467. This is Generations Radio on AM 690 The Answer.
Moon Physical Therapy is here to help you back to recovery. Moon Physical Therapy is located on Ward Avenue across from Sports Authority. Physician prescribed for motor vehicle accidents, workman's comp, or that body pain that comes from rushing to play without warming up. Also event cardiopulmonary rehabilitation with our one-on-one patient care. Moon's Aquatherapy heated endless pool allows for low-impact exercise with less pain on land. We will give you the right exercises to get you back to health. Ask your doctor to prescribe Moon Physical Therapy. Moon Physical Therapy. We achieve results.
Aloha, this is Martha Clopin.
And Al Harrington. Choosing the right Medicare plan not only saves you money, it also helps you avoid headaches and heartaches down the road.
We want to remind everyone
to listen to a Medicare Moment with Martha, Sundays from 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. as we help answer important questions on Medicare so you can stay healthy, wealthy, and wise all year long.
Call me at 543-2073, 543-2073.
I was an addict from the age of 13. I finally decided it was time for a change. I walked into the Salvation Army Adult Rehabilitation Center, and that got me ready for the real world. Now, I choose to be guided by Jesus Christ, and today, I'm building a powerful and promising future, free from drugs and alcohol.
Please shop at the Salvation Army family stores. With our discounted sales, your support through your purchase helps men live a clean, sober, and productive life.
Got Vegas on your mind? Get Vacations Hawaii on the line. Vacations Hawaii offers weekly 4- and 5-night Honolulu to Vegas packages, which include 3 meals daily from $6.99. Stay at Hawaii's favorite casinos: California, Fremont, Main Street Station, and Orleans Hotel. Vacations Hawaii will get you there in comfort on deluxe wide-body 767 planes with complimentary in-flight hot meal service. Vacations Hawaii's frequent flyer program gives you future travel discounts and credits. So if you're ready to win big, call Vacations Hawaii at 591-4777 or visit pointVacationsHawaii.com.
Today, more than ever, we local people are living longer than any other state in the Union, with more seniors, baby boomers, and caregivers. Generations Radio promotes the importance to be proactive as we all age. The radio team will focus on issues facing our seniors and their families, finding resources to navigate healthy aging along with financial, legal, and caregiving information. So join Percy Ihara from 5 until 6 each Saturday, right here on AM 690 The Answer. Focusing on the issues facing our seniors and their families today. Here's our Generations Radio host, Percy Ihara.
Okay, and welcome back to Generations Radio. Please don't forget, I'm just going to say this, but please don't forget to like us on our Facebook page. And, thanks to Shayna, our UH intern is posting 3 times a week, twice a day on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But really, follow us so you can share our stories in the magazine and in our radio shows every Saturday and Sunday, because we're finding more and more people. There was a post last week about fall prevention, and then one of our readers chimed in, and it actually was a friend of mine, and then I found out that they were dealing with their mother's Alzheimer's or their father's Alzheimer's, and so I was able to provide them some resources, and that's what we do here at Generations Radio and also Generations Magazine. So thank you very much to Shayna. Hopefully she'll be writing some stories for Generations Magazine, by the way. Great student, and she's going to be graduating this year, so we'll hopefully can retain her after she leaves UH. So anyway, we're here at Quality of Life. Steve Katz, their products are distributed through, I wrote it down, I didn't forget it, I wrote it down, Down to Earth, Island Naturals on the Big Island, Mana Foods on Maui. But you just told me about Marukai. Marukai is a big distribution point, especially for the local Japanese and Oriental, because they have, besides good food, they have great products over there. So check it out at Marukai, because if you're like me, I'll try anything to try and stay healthy. I know, Melissa, you say I look about the same age as you, even though I'm not. So, but if you guys meet Melissa, and you'll see her in a magazine, I thought you're in your 30s.
You were. I was very
I won't tell your
appreciative.
Age, but you look good.
I'm 42. I'm one of these women that I've earned every wrinkle and I've earned every year, so I am not going to be afraid.
Okay, well, I haven't seen any wrinkles on you yet, but anyway, we're here with a scientist and Dr. Kohei Honma from Sapporo. He's a scientist, and they've created these two great products. Well, at least 2, right? The special ones in Down to Earth now till February 15th. It's AHCC, and if you want to check back with me in 6 months from now, I'm going to be taking that. But I love this product, immune because system is really what we all have to protect against. Because you're mentioning about how colds turn into worse things down the road, right, Kohei?
That's right.
And so how does that exactly work? Because I get colds all the time, but I'm not going to get pneumonia or anything like that. But it could be for seniors, right?
That's right.
And yeah. So how does that work? I mean, I know you're not a doctor, but so when seniors get sick, should they take this automatically, or they should already be taking this, right? HCC.
Right. HCC can be taken in 2 ways. One is for prevention, and one is for that instant treatment for the sore throat or feeling sick or something.
Okay.
So when the first sign of a cold, I can start taking.
That's right. That's what I actually do for myself. I travel a lot, and I mostly suffered by jet lag, and I have less sleep. So I have a higher risk of getting infected. So I often get some feeling, sore throat, or feeling I'm getting sick.
Yes.
That time I take a high dose, in this case 6 capsules of ACC at one time, just before going to bed. And most likely, next morning I feel just fine.
Really? I wish I had it last week of December, because I was in bed for 4 or 5 days because of that. Anyway, so AHCC, check it out, guys. If you want to go online, your website real quick, you can mention it real quick.
QOL.
dot
.com or .us.
.us.
Yeah, I think we've changed it.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Otherwise, go to Human Clinical Trials. I'm sorry. Yeah, humanclinicals.org, and you search AHCC.
Yes, you could. That is a new site that we also has been put on the internet, that people can actually look at every ingredient that we have and see some of the results of the studies.
Humanclinicals with an S.org. And if you want to check them out, because we can't advocate for any product, but I definitely will check them out.
So I have a question. So a lot of our seniors will have difficulty swallowing. Are you able to open these soft gel taps and take them that way?
That's one way, of course. The soft gel, inside the soft gel is liquid, but a quality of life has 4 different kinds of delivery forms of ACC. Some hard capsules, soft gel capsules. They also have a water-soluble powder.
Oh, okay, perfect. Just put it in their water. Awesome.
So the other product we want to talk about today is oregano. Oligonol. Oregano. I'm
Can't
not,
say it.
I can't say that word. I can't roll my R's like Melissa either. But oregano.
Oregano.
Okay. And so, Kohei, can you explain real briefly how this product works? And it says wrinkled skin.
Yes.
Low energy.
Oregano is, I would say, a new generation of polyphenol antioxidant product. They're
Red wine, Portofino.
I love my Chardonnay. I just cannot get.
why.
I mean, I love a good blend of Pinot, but the cabs are too strong, and I love my white wine. So okay, I'll try and I know red wine you can live healthy, but so it's kind of similar kind of properties or kind of similar way it works.
That's right. Yeah, as you say, wine, chocolate, coffee, they all have polyphenols, and it is said those polyphenols are very strong antioxidant and good, beneficial for your health. But most people don't know about these polyphenols are large molecular size, which we cannot digest by ourselves. We don't have any enzymes in our body which can digest large molecule size of polyphenols.
So the polyphenol, this product is, I'm just reading your information here. It's a superfruit lychee.
That's correct. Lychee fruit.
We love lychee.
And where are you getting lychee from? Big Island?
We're getting lychee fruit actually from our partner company in China.
Oh.
Yeah.
And so what's the ingredients of that one? Is it mostly just lychee? See, I'll have to tell you, my arm's not long enough to see the ingredients, so maybe Melissa can read them to me.
Okay, hold on. It's small. I think there's just one ingredient.
What's the ingredients? You know that off the top of your head, Kohei?
Right. So that's actually related to the one I just opened up about, those digestion and bioavailability. The secret of oregano is its manufacturing process, which we use originally lychee fruit polyphenol, and we pre-digest it in manufacturing process by using a lower pH and higher temperature, breaking down those large molecular chain of polyphenols into smaller pieces, and stabilize it by green tea extract.
Yeah, it says a green tea leaf extract.
So oregano is actually the mixture or blend of lychee fruit polyphenol and green tea at the ratio of 5:1.
Oh, and it's a Nutra award-winning antioxidant? Is that what it says in here?
That's correct.
Wow.
Yeah.
And is it distributed widely in Japan as well, or China and Asian countries, or is it mostly in the U.S.?
Yes, we're the manufacturer of that ingredient. We invented, and we have a global patent. So we are supplying this ingredient to many other countries. And quality of life is our supplier here.
And is it manufactured in Japan?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. So if I took this, besides wrinkled skin, what other low energy, stiffening of the arteries,
and fat reduction.
Oh, really?
Right.
Wow.
Does it help with, because I was at one time worried about all the free radicals in my body. So would it help with that?
Of course. Yeah, oregano itself is very strong antioxidant. And at the same time, oregano can get into the body because those low molecular size characters, that's unique, right? So once oregano gets into the body, it can turn on many different and important gene expressions, turn on those switches. So in our body, we have a very important antioxidant enzyme series. So oregano working itself as a strong antioxidant. At the same time, it can turn on other antioxidant enzymes we have in our body.
Oh, okay.
And so you did a lot of studies. Can you mention some of the studies or how that works?
Yes. A very instant and tangible effect oregano can get is better blood flow.
Better blood
Blood
flow.
flow.
Yes, blood flow improvement. We have a human clinical study taking only half capsule of oregano just one time, and it opens vessels, and we have better blood flow. So
More
your
energy.
yes, your core body temperature comes out to extremities. So
That would be great for seniors because they're always cold.
Yes.
Yeah.
But can I just make a comment? Maybe next time, if you want seniors to use these products, maybe make the print a little bit bigger. Otherwise, you kind of give it. You got to get what do you call those selfie sticks?
Yeah.
They extend out for you. So this oregano is 1 time a day.
yeah,
Yeah, correct. I can't really
yeah,
see
one
it.
time a day.
Oh, okay.
Is that also a soft gel? In
This
there
is
or
hard capsule. It's hard
capsule?
capsule. Yeah.
What's the difference between hard capsule and soft capsule? Why would they do one or the other? Because I like soft capsule. Because I take.
It's just a personal preference.
Oh, okay.
But this hard capsule, even it is a vegetable capsule, so
Okay.
it's friendly for everyone.
So it's for. How does it affect fat reduction?
Fat reduction, that's a great effect, and that's the reason I'm taking oregano every day. Yeah. For fat reduction, you need to take 2 capsules every day, and you will see the great results in 2 months or 3 months. It takes time, but we have a human clinical study that has shown that taking 2 capsules every day without diet change, without exercise change, but oregano could reduce the fat on body surface and also core body.
And I can still drink my 2 beers a day.
That's right.
3.
And how it is working is the secret of oregano. It gets into the body and it turns on those important genes, proteins, that is related to the fat metabolism. So it really.
So it increases your metabolism?
That's right. That's
Okay.
right.
So
And it gives you energy to exercise.
Yes, exactly.
so it's approved by the FDA. And what is this? Notified by GRAS, GRAS? What's that mean?
Right, GRAS is your governmental regulation that stands for generally recognized as safe.
Oh, okay.
Your government FDA, checked all those dossier documents about oregano, and they, concluded this is a totally safe ingredient.
And what's in the package is in the bottle. Or what's on the label is in the bottle.
Well, they evaluated all the safety study about the ingredient material itself.
Oh, okay, so they
Yeah.
evaluate the studies.
Yes.
Okay.
So is this going to go on special at some time in the future too? Because I know you said
It
February 15th.
It usually does. It usually
AHC is
does,
on
yes.
AHCC is on special till February 15th at Down to Earth, and then eventually oregano. 6 times a year at Down to Earth. Okay.
Correct.
Are we allowed to mention the price on this product at all? I can't remember.
We haven't set the price on the sale price yet.
Okay, but I mean,
it will be.
normal
It will
price
be
is
on-
like $40-something a bottle. For
it's
AHCC,
yeah.
right.
It's-
That's
it's,
once a month.
It's lower on the
What's lower on the oregano?
oregano,
I like
correct.
both of them because
Yeah.
I'm actually I found out that when I got sick the last weekend of the year, I realized I stopped taking I ran out of my multivitamins and all my. I was taking turmeric and a few other things, and I ran out like beginning part of December. So I don't know if that caused me to get sick at the end of the year. But I'm sorry, Steve, you were going to say?
Yeah, I was going to say, I know a lot of people who complained about having to wear socks to sleep because their feet are always cold. And people that are working in air-conditioned offices wearing sweaters and then you'll see them rubbing their arms together and everything. This is a wonderful product for that category of people.
Yeah, I mean, seniors, when I volunteer at Kahalo Nui, and they always are complaining how cold they are.
Right.
Their extremities are cold. Even
Correct.
when we do exercise, they have their jackets on, they have their
Correct.
blankets and,
That's
on their laps, and they have all their socks on. And here I am a little hot-blooded thinking, wow, this would absolutely be a great product to
Absolutely.
have them get that circulation back.
Sure.
in there.
Wonderful,
Because I get
wonderful
cold very
product.
easy too. So I can imagine, as we age, and especially if we're not moving around, maybe because our energy level has dropped, that this would be a great product to introduce for those that really want to feel warm all the time. I mean, even though we live in Hawaii, we still feel cold.
You're lucky living in Hawaii. I'm from Sapporo.
Right, where it's really cold.
Snowy and very, very cold.
So have you been to Hawaii before, Kohei?
Yeah, several times, many times.
Oh, we got to come back and educate us, because I don't know who gave me this booklet of AHC collected articles. Baki did. A lot of information here. I don't think I can read this whole thing today, but there's a section in here. I don't know if you can get it online, but it's AHC collected articles. I don't know if you Google it, you can find it online. But holistic primary care, and there's a big article about mushroom-derived compound AHC, where it boosts immune system function in the elderly. So this will be a good thing to read. I'm actually going to hang out at the beach pretty soon. Take my son to the park, and I'm going to read some of this stuff. But I know for seniors, they're always looking at trying to stay healthy. But maybe you should come back in March when we have our senior games.
Absolutely.
In March, we have the senior games. But you're taking that too? What was that?
The oregano?
Yeah.
Yes, I am. And one more study I wanted to add is about skin beauty, skin health. Because there are 3 bad things on skin. Yeah. There's a poor blood circulation and oxidative stress and inflammation. And oregano can cancel all of those 3. So by taking oregano 2 capsules per day for 2 months to 3 months, we have a human clinical studies shown that oregano could reduce the number of spots and wrinkles.
And I know brown spots are a big thing for women. I know a lot of them will buy the cream, cost $100. So, and also when you had said the reduction in the anti-inflammatory, because I have rosacea. A lot of people say, "Oh, you've been out in the sun way too much," and I was like, "Actually, I haven't been out in the sun at all." So, would this product worked on taking the redness out of those suffering from rosacea?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So we're here talking with Kohei Honma from Sapporo. He is the scientist or doctor for amino chemical out of Japan. But the reason why they're here is they have their 2 products over at Quality of Life at company distributor. You're distributors, Steve,
Yes,
right?
we are.
And they distribute it mainly through Down to Earth. But the big one for me on Oahu is Marokai.
Correct.
You got to get Daiei too, though. What is that? Almost the same thing. Yeah. But also at Island Naturals on the Big Island, and Mana Foods over in Maui.
Correct.
And if you're looking at something new, want to try out something like myself this year in January, HC RX is on sale at Down to Earth till February 15th. And the special price is $43.59. So check them out there. But in terms of the AHC, that's more of an overall protection for your immune system, right? And so, we talked earlier on the show about telomeres, right? So that's kind of, how does telomeres work? Since you're a scientist, you might know about telomeres, right? Do you know how that works? Does that really work?
Yeah, that is a kind of fragment we have in every DNA. When the cell gets amplified, make
Chromosome.
a copy, that telomere getting shorter and shorter.
Right, that's your chromosome, right? Supposedly it's the cap on a chromosome and you're supposed to stay healthy, but you wanted to talk about that clinician's guide to AHC. Well, that's a thick book there.
Right, this is a thick book we recently compiled and published, and it's right now available on Amazon. That is we have compiled every accumulated studies we've done about AHCC.
And Steve, you mentioned through Quality of Life distribution that some of the products are offered through the doctors as well. They distribute it too?
Yes, we do have many, many doctors throughout the U.S. that have the professional line of our products. The ingredients are identical. It's just more in a professional packaging for doctors' use.
Do they sell to their patients then directly?
Most of the time they'll sell to their patients or provide it to their patients.
Okay. Do you know if you have many doctors here in Hawaii distributing that quite yet?
We're just starting that. Within the last year, we just started that program here in Hawaii.
Well, every doctor office in the state of Hawaii gets Generations magazine, by the way.
Beautiful.
So down the road, you might want to contact me later on and find out how to market directly to them. But because I know actually several doctors subscribe to the magazine now. And when I would look at the subscription, by the way, you can subscribe to Generations magazine. It's $12 a year, $2 an issue, and we'll mail it directly to your house. But I would see a doctor's name on a subscription, and it was the address of their home because they have one in the office, but they know it's really important. They need to be educated and have a resource for the senior community, so they have it mailed to their home.
Correct.
So that was very interesting. When we started out, we started seeing the subscriptions, and we continue to see subscriptions to the doctors as mailed to their houses. So it's a good thing. But yeah, you might want, if you want to do that, let us know, because I think it's really important.
Absolutely.
They need to be educated more. So
absolutely, 100% correct.
So, but anyway, Kohei, so if I came to you whether I'm 50 or 70, or Steve here of Quality of Life, what are some of the best products? Are these pretty much the two best products that you guys have right now for seniors?
Right. AHCC and Oregano is our top 2 best products in our company.
Well, I like the research, and if you're looking at doing some research, that book you said is on Amazon. It's called Clinician's
Guide to AHCC, Evidence-Based Nutritional Immunotherapy.
That's right.
Okay.
Immunotherapy.
Immunization.
Immunity.
Immunity, yeah. Because a lot of it is going to it helps us with the immunity. I was reading here, like the cancers, inflammation, and also periodontal disease. I just saw that, which is a big thing for seniors. Yes.
Well, it's funny you say that, because I just got a call last week from a gentleman on Hawaii Kai saying you need to do a story about senior dentistry, because us seniors have a lot of issues with that.
Yes.
So that's really, really important. And I get calls almost every day from people asking for different stories and different topics in the magazine. So thank you very much, Steve from Quality of Life. So check him out over at Down to Earth on Maui and Oahu, Island Naturals on the Big Island, Mana and Maui, but also at Mauru Kai, which is a big one. So
absolutely.
So how long are you guys here for? I know Scott.
Another couple days, unfortunately.
We should have got you hooked up with Dr. Health, Mr. David Snow. He does a radio show here as well. I'm not sure if he's taping today.
David Snow knows our company very well, and I'm sure, and I think he is using our products as well.
Oh, good. Yes. Yeah, he's Dr. Health there. He's been doing his radio show for 20 plus years.
Correct.
Kohei, let us know. I'm coming to Japan later this year, hopefully.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to go to Sapporo because I don't like the cold weather. But
when is that? Is that in winter season or in summertime?
I'm looking at maybe October.
October is beautiful.
Is
in
it
Sapporo.
Really?
Yes.
Is it really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, we don't have snow yet.
Yes. But thank you very much. But anyway, we do have a few things that we wanted to announce. Check out generations808.com, because our calendar is slowly growing with a lot more events. There are events every month that people put on our website and our calendar specifically. And then maybe, Melissa, you want to mention this one coming up?
Right. So Nakapuna Makamai Center is starting a wellness and walking club. So every Tuesday, 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. So please contact the number 773-7047 or Marlene at pacificgatewaycenter.org, and that's MARLENE at pacificgatewaycenter.org. And I have to note, it is free for seniors.
Yeah, and I think they have a physical therapist and a personal trainer leading that.
Master Certified Health Coach, yes.
And how often is that now, Melissa?
That is every Tuesday, 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. Free parking as well.
Oh, they must go down to Kakako Park down there.
Yes.
But that center is open?
And it's starting actually January the 17th.
Okay, so the show will be finished by then, but you can probably start any time.
Yep, or you can just call and gather more information. Maximum of 20 participants, so you can call 773-7047.
Okay, great. And so don't forget the current generation is out there at our newsstands and YMCA and the library statewide. So Kohei and Stephen, thank you very much. Melissa, we got to run. Anything else?
No, thank you again, and have a wonderful weekend.
Yeah. Aloha and live well.
Thank you.